I hear a ping. Read. Construction report. Where's Vivian? Oh. She's not out here. Normally that's where she hangs out. Okay, wait, we gotta go upstairs. Almost forgot. Oh. This is a big castle. We haven't even been outside yet. When I said this game is massive, I was not joking. Excuse me, I need to get... Anything else around here? Liliana's up here. Wait, I read that already. Liliana?
I'm sorry.
So am I.
The names of those we lost. You must blame me for this.
Now that you mention it, it was your fault. No, it wasn't her fault.
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame.
I keep wondering if I could have done something different. When the first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time. I was afraid to lose my agents. And instead we lost Haven.
That wouldn't have mattered. You care for your men.
You look out for your people. That's a good thing.
Is it? My people know their duty. They know the risks. They understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives.
Our men are not disposable.
Our people aren't tools to be used and discarded. Your instincts were right. Their lives matter.
Can we afford such sentimentality? What if Corypheus...
We're better than Corypheus.
Yes, we are.
Your open support for the mages likely earned you enemies. Our agents will monitor the situation. If the most opposed can be identified, we may still turn this to our advantage.
No killing. No killing.
You're not planning assassinations, are you?
I was planning to unleash Josephine on them. She kills with kindness. Regardless, I applaud you for the courage to stand up for the mages.
You must miss Justina.
The Divine's death hit you hard. How have you been feeling?
Oh, you are referring to my outburst in Haven. I am much better now. She was a good friend, and it will take time to get used to her absence. But thank you for asking. It is appreciated.
Any updates?
Anything I should know?
It seems that the Orlesian army is awaiting our next move. Some of the generals are sympathetic to our cause, others are still suspicious. Our actions are under a great deal of scrutiny.
Okay.
I'll leave you to your work.
I'm listening.
I'll leave you to your work.
Okay, so that's everything for Liliana. This just leads outside. You can't really get anywhere from out here. Okay, so this, I'm gonna fast travel back down here because it's quicker. So we've officially gone through all the inside of Skyhold. Now we have to head outside. What?
If you've a moment.
Okay, mother.
My Lady Inquisitor, it's good of you to speak with me. I have news regarding one of your companions, the De Winter.
Uh-oh. What has he done? Don't like him, do you? Bad news? Oh, what has he done?
Has Dorian done something wrong?
No, thankfully. It's nothing like that. I have been in contact with his family. House Pavas, out of Carenas. Are you familiar with them?
Yeah, you told me they're not on good terms. Why are you they're not on good terms.
He's mentioned his family. They don't appear to be on good terms.
Yes. I believe you're correct. The family sent a letter describing the estrangement from their son and pleading for my aid. They've asked to arrange a meeting quietly without telling him. They fear it's the only way he'll come. Since you seem to be on good terms with the young man, I'd hoped...
I'm not gonna trick him. What kind of meeting?
Just what kind of meeting do they have in mind?
I believe they just want to talk, to understand why Dorian felt he had to come here. Somewhat private, away from Skyhold, but not in Tevinter. You make them nervous, I think. They don't understand why he's here with the Inquisition. They want him to come home.
And if he doesn't agree?
What happens if Dorian doesn't agree?
Hopefully that will be the end of it. If not, well, that's why you should be there.
Yeah, why would they contact you? Do they know you somehow?
Why would his family contact you?
Because they don't know you, Inquisitor. I am not of the Imperial Chantry, but they know what I represent. These are parents concerned about the welfare of their son. How could I not do whatever possible? I would speak to the young man myself, but he does not care for me. Thus I come to you. If any good can come of this, we must try.
They don't want to tell him?
They don't want Dorian to know. That seems odd.
They believe the young man would refuse, and the letter implies he'd have cause. Yet, they are remorseful for whatever came before. This is a chance for dialogue. There is deceit in bringing the young man to this meeting without his foreknowledge, I know. But does it not lead to a greater kindness if there is potential for reconciliation?
It's legitimate?
Are you sure this isn't some kind of trap? I mean, the secrecy.
That did occur to me. What if it is a plot of those mages, the Venatori? Another reason to put this in your hands, Inquisitor. I pray that isn't the case. But if it is, you are far better equipped than I to respond to such treachery.
I'll think about it.
I'll see what I can do.
Bless you, Inquisitor. The family will send a retainer to meet the young man at the Red Cliff Tavern, to take him onward. If he truly does not wish this reunion, he can always end the matter there. I shall pray for your success, and the young man's happiness. That's all we can hope for, is it not?
Okay, so we got a letter. Didn't read that. Okay, well, we'll see what that says in a minute. But now, we're outside. This is the court yard, I guess. Okay. So here's Vivian.
Maker, you're a mess. Let me have a look at you. Are you all right, my dear? Were you hurt? You look dreadful.
I'm fine.
I'll be fine. Don't worry.
You bear it well. Good. The troops will take their cue from your composure. Now, let's keep up appearances. You've handled this crisis competently, saving as many lives as you did. But the enemy struck a serious blow against you and the Inquisition. We must recognize that. You must.
Mind your own business. It worked in our favor. I couldn't save them all.
For every person I saved, 2 more were cut down. I failed them.
You haven't failed them, my dear. The men and women who fight for you gave their lives for a great cause, and they fought to the end. The rest still fight, and you will fail them if you give up now. Our enemy advances, Inquisitor. We must not sit idly by. Act first and teach them to fear us. I think you know what needs to be done, my dear.
Wow. Where'd she go? She just completely disappeared. Hi, baby. How are you? Yeah, it's, been back for a while, actually. A Blackwell. Wall.
So,
Wall.
this is Skyhold.
It is?
Come, let's walk the ramparts. I want to examine our fortifications.
I bet you do.
We'll be able to see Corypheus coming from miles away.
Well, we're safe for now, I think.
Corypheus thinks we're beaten. By the time he finds us, we'll be legion.
I know soldiers. I know our soldiers. Corypheus made 100 enemies when he kicked down our door. And when he came after you, he really made it personal.
Ah, he likes
I'll
me.
take that twisted bastard down, even if I have to die to do it.
Oh, calm down, Blackwall. He reminds me so much of my husband, I have to.
I'm not losing anyone to Corypheus. Especially not you.
You can't afford to think I'm special. I'm a soldier no different than any soldier lost at Haven. I am fond of you, it's true, but we can't let this go any further. This, whatever you want this to be, is impossible.
Why not?
Why is it impossible? I know you have feelings for me.
My lady, don't. You're the Inquisitor, the Herald of Andraste. Even now, there are people flocking to your banner ready to serve, to die. We must remain focused on the task at hand.
I'm not Andraste's herald. You all matter. You're evading. You don't do self-sacrifice. You all matter.
I care for you just as much as I do them. Can't you just accept it?
I wish it were simple. Believe me, I do, but it's not. We're both bound by duty. Our lives aren't ours to live. Don't make this harder than it has to be.
Damn it, Blackwall. I think I got rejected. That's not good. Oh, we gotta go this way anyway. While we're here, let's talk to Varric.
Inquisitor, meet Hawk, the champion of Kirkwall.
Though, I don't use that title much anymore.
Hawk, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him, after all.
Kinda scruffy looking.
This view reminds me of my home in Kirkwall. I had a balcony that overlooked the whole city. I loved it at first. But after a while, all I could see were the people out there depending on me.
I know how that feels.
You're lucky it was just a single city. I've got half of Thedas.
You're doing everything you can to protect them.
Does it ever get any easier?
I'll let you know. I don't envy you, Inquisitor. But I may be able to help you.
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
Is it reversible?
If that's what happened to the Wardens, do you think we can free them?
It's possible. But we need to know more first. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Stroud. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
What are you investigating?
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lyrium you describe.
Hopefully my friend in the Wardens will know more.
Thank you.
I appreciate the help.
I'm doing this as much for myself as for you. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time, I'll make sure of it.
Well, he kind of looks like he's already dead. You fought Corypheus before.
You said you thought you killed Corypheus.
The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned. They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me. And I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back. Or maybe it's old Tevinter magic. But he was dead. I swear it.
What happened to Kirkwall?
Varric said you were the champion of Kirkwall. I've only heard a little about what happened there.
What happened at Kirkwall was the same thing that happened everywhere. Fearful of blood magic and abominations, the Templars brutally suppressed the Circle. And in their desperation to survive, the mages of the Circle turned to blood magic, or became abominations. Finally, a rebel mage named Anders destroyed Kirkwall's chantry, and everything came tumbling down.
You knew Andrews.
I heard that Anders was your friend. What was he like?
I don't know if there ever was just an Anders. He was crazy. By the end, there was nothing left in him except this insane need to start a war no one could win.
Okay. What has Varric told you?
I assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition. What did he say about me?
Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition.
Well, it's good. Where have you been?
And where did you go after the mages rebelled?
I heard the Chantry might be sending an exalted march to Kirkwall to put down the rebellion. I hoped that leaving would save lives and force the Divine to divide her forces to come after me. As it turned out, I needn't have bothered. All the circles started rising up, and the exalted march never came.
You're alone?
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
When the Wardens began acting strangely, I had my friend Aveline take my brother out of the Free Marches. My uncle Gamlen's still in Kirkwall, but everyone else I used to know, they've pretty much scattered to the winds.
We'll talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
Okay. Interesting. Actually, let me just check. Probably just spawn down here. Instead of walking all the way back. Be quicker. So, requisitions. Oh, we can do the garden! Yes! What do we need for this? We need more logging stands and quarries. And more logging stands and quarries. Okay. But we can do the garden. Next time I go to the garden, we'll have to upgrade it. Okay.
Consider it done.
Cassandra, hold on. I didn't even actually look in here. Hold on. It's a poor built room. Is there anything up here? There is. Of course there is. There's always something everywhere in this game. Quite literally. Stairs? Lift your voices. I'll take the free XP. Make y'all dizzy. As I come down the stairs, made myself dizzy. Holy crap. Cassandra! Oh, now what? Oh shit.
You knew where Hawk was all along.
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit.
You kidnapped me. You interrogated me. What did you expect?
Stay out of it or intervene? I'll intervene. They're both my friends.
Hey, enough! You're taking his side?
No!
I said enough! We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. Hawk was our only hope. He was the champion of Kirkwall. The mages respected him. And you kept him from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawk would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy.
Varric's not a fault. Varric, you bastard. What's done is done. What's done is done. You can't change it.
You can't change the past, Cassandra.
So I must accept... what? That the Maker wanted all this to happen? That he...
I think she has something for this guy.
Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawk most, Varric kept him secret.
He's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
We need to work together. Varric's earned his place. We need to work together.
Attacking him now won't help us, Cassandra.
Ha! Exactly.
And you better not be keeping anything else from us.
I understand.
I must not think of what could have been. We have so much at stake. Go, Varric. Just go.
Run, little man. Before she gets really pissed off. And I can't stop her.
I think? If Hawk had been at the temple, he'd be dead too. You people have done enough to him.
I believed him. He spun his story for me and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawk.
No, you didn't.
I'm such a fool.
What if it had been different?
What if you hadn't believed him and you'd tracked Hawk down?
Honestly, Hawk might not even have agreed to become Inquisitor. He supported the Mage Rebellion, after all. He wouldn't have trusted me for a second. But this isn't about Hawk, or even Varric. Not truly. I should have been more careful. I should have been smarter. I don't deserve to be here.
Don't blame yourself.
You're too hard on yourself, Cassandra.
Not hard enough, I think.
You can't believe that.
I want you to know, I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawk, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. I don't know what's to come, but you're more than I could have hoped for.
Aww. Holy cow, another cutscene?
Good book.
Ah! I don't know what you're talking about.
Jumped? Embarrassed, are we?
Wait, are you blushing?
What would I have to blush about?
You tell me.
It's of no interest to you, I'm certain. It's a book.
I can see that.
It's one of Varric's tales. Swords and Shields.
Varric's?
The latest chapter.
The guy you were just fighting with. I can see why you're hiding it. So you've read them all. You don't need to hide it. You guys could be friends, you know.
So you like to read? What's wrong with that?
It's frivolous. There are more important things for me to do.
That's just her favorite.
Nobody asked you, Tevinter.
I couldn't finish the last one you lent me. I actually feel dumber for having tried.
It's literature.
Dorian.
Smutty literature. Whatever you do, don't tell Varric.
I should read it. He'd be pleased.
Why not? I think Varric would be pleased to have another fan.
Pleased? Yes, that's one word for it. They're terrible. And magnificent. And this one ends in a cliffhanger. I know Varric is working on the next. He must be. Pretend you don't know this about me.
Oh, Cassandra. We've got some stuff on you.
Something is troubling me, Inquisitor. Leliana is receiving reports of mages becoming possessed, Templars going rogue. No one is dealing with these matters. I was hoping we might, before they get worse.
Sure.
We can certainly look into it.
I will mark these incidents on the map as I learn of them, Inquisitor.
Okay.
And I would be pleased to accompany you if and when you investigate.
Okay. So you're a romantic. Ah!
So, that book you were reading?
Yes, what of it?
So under that taciturn shell beats a true romantic heart?
Why must it be an accusation? Romance is not the sole province of dithering ladies in frilly dresses. It is passion. It is being swept away by the pursuit of an ideal. What is not to like about that?
Nothing at all.
Oh, I quite agree with you.
Then why are you laughing at me?
I wasn't.
Yeah, I wasn't laughing.
I will never hear the end of this, will I?
Nope. Of course not.
I
So
trust all
she's
is
full
well.
of side missions. Got any advice?
Do you have any advice for me?
Treat Dorian with caution. It's possible he could be what he seems. A Tevinter mage wishing to do better than his countrymen. What if he is not? At best, his presence makes the Inquisition appear to have questionable allies.
Okay. Got anything else?
Do you have any advice for me?
Watch the treasury carefully, with that Sarah present.
Oh, she don't like
She'd hate
Sarah.
to rob us.
Possibly not, but I would hardly put it past her.
Anything else?
Do you have any advice for me?
It's good that you recruited Enchanter Vivian into the Inquisition. She is ambitious, but has always shown sense in her dealings with the Chantry. My advice would be to watch her, but heed her when she speaks. That one wastes no words.
Okay.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Wow. She's gonna go back to, yeah, swinging her sword with no sound, apparently. She gave us a lot of missions all of a sudden. Holy cow.